This is my old school grading equipment. I got this when my grandfather-in-law passed away. We found it in his garage as we were cleaning up all his stuff. Nobody else wanted it. I don't know why I grabbed it, just for an antique, I guess, but it works out. I get to use it to level out the little plots for these posts. The way it works, it's pretty simple. You have the bubble in the middle. You have these little dials in the bottom. And you level the bubble with two of them and then the other two. And it makes it so no matter where you spin this, that bubble's in the middle. It means it's level. It's on a plane. Now this does have a calibration here in the middle, these two screws. And I don't know when the last time it was calibrated, maybe 30, 40 years ago. Who knows? But I'm hoping that it's, well, I don't know how wrong it can be. If it's on the same plane, this could be tilted down. So if something's way further out there, it would make a difference. But these are all pretty close together. And I'm far enough away that it's going to make no difference to me. Even if these are off by ½ inch in height from one to the other, it's not going to make a difference to me. It's a greenhouse. It's not a skyscraper. So inside here, this is your dial for your focus. And then it has crosshairs in here. Typically, this is a two-man operation. One man behind the scope and another man in the field holding a stick with a tape measure measurements on the side of it. Stick the tape measure stick on the ground. The guy behind the scope reads the tape measure, takes a note. The guy out in the field moves to the point, puts it on the ground, take another measurement, and it tells you the height difference from point to point. I don't have two people, it's just me. So I've got a stick out on top of that form. And I did level those 3 forms about a week ago when I thought it was going to warm up. As you can see, it's no longer warm. So I won't be pouring these forms anytime soon. But I've got the stick. It's basically straight up and down. Like I said, if the forms are off by ½ inch, it's not going to kill anything on a greenhouse. But I can look through here. I've got a mark on the stick. So I can look through here and see if I can see that mark. If not, go out there and make another little mark. And I can use that as a reference on how high each one of these forms is. And that's how I'm going to level all of these forms. So I was originally going to pour the 3 forms at each end of the greenhouse and level the rest of the forms off of those 2 ends. Back a week ago when I thought about doing that, it looked like it was going to warm up. It was in the 42, 45 range during the day, 35 range at night, maybe 38 range at night. And I just, our first winter up here, I don't know what it's going to be like. Some of the neighbors say that you can have mild winters, which last winter was pretty mild. So I was kind of getting ready to pour the forms. Unfortunately, it's not. It's back down. The high today, I think, is supposed to be 36, and it's supposed to be down in the 20s again tonight for the next, I think, week. So I didn't feel like taping all the digging and leveling to level out all these forms. It's going to get done. But that one right there, that's going to take a bit of work. And the ground is pretty frozen right now. As you could see, I took the Pulaski to some of the dirt just to level out that one a little bit. It's going to take some work. I'm not going to bore you guys with me digging and leveling. What is this? 10 forms? Well, those 2 are already done, so 8 forms. But you get the idea of what I'm doing here. I've got my vintage grading system. Get you a little peek at that. I don't know if I'd shown that in a video yet or not, but it's pretty cool. It's nothing new, but it's not going to break either. All the nice new leveling systems they have out there, man, they're nice. Something goes wrong with that laser level and you're out quite a bit of money. So sometimes I like the vintage stuff more than I like the newer stuff. I'm going to get back to work on some of this, get some of this leveled out and figured out, get it going so it's ready to pour these forms when it gets above 40 again. I'll start pouring one or two, testing them out, seeing the weather. I've got some blankets that I can put over them, some old moving blankets from when we moved up here, that I can fold them 3 or 4 times over each other and then lay it over some of these if I only want to pour a couple at a time. That'll keep them a little bit warmer at night. So hang out. We'll get this greenhouse done someday. Don't forget, go make something.